This is Antonio speaking. Today we're going to talk about the future. Now the question is, really? Can we know about the future? Well, yes and no. We're going to work both yes and no today. But the question really would be, who in their right mind would want to know the future? Think about it. Who? Like, I'm going to die next Tuesday at 2:45 p.m. in such highway. Who in their right mind wants to know that? So the future that we're going to talk about today is not something that I discover. It's something that I've been living for many, many years. But it's a fact. It's about the personal year we are living in. Now, as you know, the years unfold, but they're not all the same. Some years you feel empowered, some years everything just goes and business-like or personal and so on and so forth, and other years not as much. And the question is why? I'm the same person with the same education, the same intellect, yet things are not the same. No, because the frequency is different. Now, I'm going to show you the mechanism, how this works. And you may want to stop this video once in a while, so you take notes, get a sheet of paper, and work along with me. Why? Because you're going to work about your own personal future. Okay? Alright. So, we live in cycles of 9 years. 9 years. So let me build the clock here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have a 9-year clock. Now every year of this clock has a different message, a different interpretation and definition. And when I say to take a peek at the future, see what numerology gives us in reality is a window to take a peek into what's next, or what kind of temperature am I going to face. Okay? So when you look at this clock, what do you have? 1 and 9. Now, this is the end period and the beginning period in the clock, right? Okay, so 1 would stand for a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new chapter in my life. Okay? 9 marks the end. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this information with you is I'm giving you a present, a wonderful, wonderful present. Okay? Not only am I going to explain to you how this works, the mechanism, I also included a link so that you can go and read the interpretation of every year. Example, if you are in the year 9 this year, example, you may find that things are not moving ahead. On the contrary, you're losing stuff. Maybe old friendships. Maybe a job that brings you nothing interesting anymore, where you stagnated. Maybe a relationship that isn't working anymore. Maybe a way of thinking. So 9 is the end. So if you look at the 9 as a loss, if you look at what's happening as a loss, you are feeding the idea, putting the focus on the loss. And it will feel as a loss. And needless to say, that's not very pleasant, right? Now, if you know about the mechanism, the cyclical dynamic of the universe, which you are a part of, then you don't see anything as a loss anymore. Okay? So stay with me, because this is for you. Your future depends on how you understand what I'm going to transmit to you. No pretension on my part, I'm just sharing. Okay, now, every year, one is a new beginning. Like I said, a new chapter being opened, new opportunities. Maybe I'm getting married. Maybe I just opened my business. Maybe I took a major decision and moved to another country. It's a new beginning. The year 2, because the needle keeps going. And I'll explain in just a bit how this works. The year 2 is a year to take it easy. So you sowed your seeds on 1, and 2, you take care of what you sow. Take care of your seeds and everything about it. So it's a calm year. It's a year for relationships. The couple year. It's a very sensitive year too. And when you don't know about this, it could be a year of depression. Okay? So some years you feel depressed. So how come? Last year was such a good year and this year, I don't know, I feel like I'm stagnated. There's the answer. And then you move into the year 3. And the year 3 is expression. It's a social year. It's a joyful year. It's a year of joy. You go out, people. It's a sunny year. Very different from the year before, right? And year 4. Now the year 4 is a year of work, foundation, structure, work. Okay? Make things happen. Build on. Okay? It's a building year. Sometimes a tiring year. This is why I tell people, my clients, if you're in the year 9, you want to be aware of this energy, because this energy will pull you to work. And then family. Family needs something. There you are, working for the family. Working long hours, okay? So you need to know that this is a natural frequency so that you can schedule your life around it. Like, you know what? I know I'm working a lot this year. But every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to the gym or I'm going to yoga. I'm going to take an hour a day, those 2 days, for myself, okay? Because you see, if I go outside and I know that it's minus 25 degrees Celsius, I'm not going to go dressed this way, right? So you see, I know about the future, and the future is I'm going to freeze. I'm going to die. Get it? Good. And then from 4 we go into 5. 5 is a year of change. Major change. Opportunities. A shift. Okay? So if you find yourself, example, in the year 5, losing your job, guess what? You're not losing your job. It's a shift. Your destiny, your contract is telling you, okay, enough of this, and let's go to the next. This is wonderful. It saved my life about 20 years ago, okay? Now, from 5 you go into 6. And 6 is what? Well, 6 is very much like the 2. It's a year of family, harmony year, a year of the home. Suddenly you feel to be more at home, more with the family. Maybe visit old relatives that you haven't seen in a while. Or maybe there's someone sick in the family and you spend more time with that person. That's the year 6. But you see, it's a very, very calm, not an agitated, not a year of go out and get it. Get it? So you don't feel, when you know this information, because let's put it this way, we live what, maybe 8, 9, some people live 10 cycles of 9. And so when you know this, my goodness, it changes your life. It totally changes your life. Okay? So one step at a time. So year 6, you're taking care of the family, you're being close to home and so on. And then you move to 7. Guess what? Time for yourself. Time to go within. Time to study. To contemplate. To meditate. To go out for a walk. Time to connect with the source. To actually realize that I am here, but I'm not from here. I am not what I see in front of the mirror. I am a spiritual being going through a human experience. So maybe I shouldn't take life too serious. Maybe I should practice to just live, be here with life. So that's the year 7. It's a spiritual year. And guess what? It's a very dangerous year for people who are not aware of this. And this is where most people go through depression or even anxiety, because it's like the world has stopped. But in reality, the world stopped for you to connect. Get it? Okay. And then you move into the year 8. The year 8 is a power year. Actually, 8 is the only number of the infinite. It never stops. Now, 8 is connected to abundance, to achievement, realization, money, and so on. But because of my many years of experience, I came to another conclusion. I mean, I'm not voiding the first one, but I have a second definition for the 8, the personal year 8. Because it's a year of strength, many people make huge, major decisions in the year 8. Because it's a year of courage, okay? So it's a strong, it's an abundant year, it's a year to go and get it, go and get it. The year 9 is a year of endings. Endings. So as you can see, there's 9 years in the cycle, but they're different. Even though there may be some similarities between them, they're different. So if you do what I'm going to show you now, you can project the next 5 years. And then guess what? Go to my website, extract them, and keep them in your wallet, so you know what's up ahead. You have a pretty good idea. So if you are thinking of opening a business in the year 9, I tell you, stop, don't do it. You don't start anything at the end. You wait for the new beginning. So example, I do not open a business in the year 9, but I will plan it carefully, do all the calls, do all the research, all the testing, and get ready for the year 1, a new beginning. Okay, now how do you know where you are? That's your question. Okay, I was born the 7th, so start with a day. The 7th of February. Now, if I was born February 7th, every February 7th is my birthday. It never changes, right? Obviously. But the year changes. I was born in 1960. And 1960 wasn't last year. It was many years ago. So the year has changed. Because we are in December 2016, today, because you could be watching this video 10 years from now, that means that I passed my birthday. I passed it. So what is the universal year? 2016. Because as I'm speaking with you today, we are in 2016, December. Alright, 7, 9, 11, 12, 18. Get it? So you are going to reduce your birth date to one single digit. But before you write anything down, just wait. In my case, it adds to 18. 18 is a 9. So I put a 9 here. So this is my personal year 9. So I am here, in the 9, in an ending. You see, if I didn't know this, I don't know what I would have done this year. It's like I'm on standby. Just, you know, I feel there's something about to happen, but it's not happening. It's not happening. It can happen in the year 9, and the year 9 is the year of the broom. You pass the broom. You know what that means? You're clearing the place for the year 1 to come. So if your glass is full, let's say your glass is full of old stuff, how are you going to put new stuff in it? Okay? Might as well now. So, year 9 is a wonderful, perfect year to pass the broom. Prepare the place for all the new that will come in. You see, this is a window to the future. I don't necessarily know what is going to come in. And you see, I may know some things, like I see that that's going to happen, because everything leads to that. But I'm not going to fool myself. I don't know everything. And you see, I know that I don't know, and that's very good. But I'll be expecting, not expecting rigidly. No, I'll be expecting new stuff, new opportunities, because that's how the cycle works. So in the year 9, I'm going to take it easy. And since we are December, we are the 15th of December 2016, I'm not very far away from my new year. My new year begins the 7th day of February. So the needle will go from here to there. And that's a new beginning, new opportunity, new chapter. Okay? Now, let's say, again, I repeat, we are the 15th of December. But you were born the 30th of December. Let's say. So the 30th of the 12th. What year are you going to put there? What is the universal year? It has to be 2015. 2015, because you haven't passed your birthday yet. Get it? So it's very important. I know that some old books in numerology tells you that, well, you're in universal year 1. See, 2016 is a universal year 9. 2017 is a universal year 1. But unless you were born January 1st, you gotta wait for your birthday to come to change your year. It's common sense, think about it. Because if you were born the 30th day of December 1960, today, in 2016 example, you weren't still here. You weren't born yet. Get it? Okay. So, that's how this works. You take your day of birth, your month of birth, and you add the universal year. The universal year, I repeat because I know a lot of people get confused here. If you haven't passed your birthday, you put the year before. If you're at the point of passing your birthday, you put the year you are in, or should I say the earth is in right now. Get that part? Good. So it's very, very important for you to know where you are. Okay? Very important. So that you do accordingly to the energy that is present that year, instead of going against the energy. So the 8th year was a wonderful year. I mean, you made a lot of money, the business was good, and so on. And now you're in the year 9, and things are not working as well. That's normal. You see, I wouldn't say things are not working as well, because everything is relative. Things are always working well, according to the frequency we are in. Get it? So like I said, if I'm in year 9, I might as well prepare my life, prepare my place, my space, for all the new coming in the following year. Okay? Now, it is important to consider, and I'm giving you a lot of information here. I'm giving you a lot of information, but it's a video. You can go back and forth, and please do that. Take a sheet of paper, take a pen, and write it down. This is crucial information. Crucial, okay? There are 3 points of reading. 1, 2, and 3. Now let's say you really want to take advantage of the energy, the frequency you are in. So if you really become a master of this, because it's fun knowing where you are and what you should or could do. Can you imagine? Good. So number 1 is find your oops. I was writing it in my Portuguese language here. Find your personal year. Just like I told you, like I showed you. Find your personal year. Where are you in the wheel? Where are you? And then read the interpretation, the definition, so that you know what to do. Okay? Number 2, you need to understand the universal year. Okay. In my personal case, you saw I was born 7 February and we are in 2016, which adds to 9, right? So, since February 7th, 2016, I've been in my personal year 9. However, the universal year is 2016. When I say universal year, is the year affecting the Earth, the planet. No matter in what year you are, you need to also know in what year the Earth is revolving, living, okay? And it's a 9. So in my case, every time, well, obviously in January, I'm not with the Earth, because I wasn't born in January, but most of the year, my personal year is the same as the Earth year. Okay, so in my case, I'm really going to go through endings, preparing for a shift, and that's what I've been doing, trust me, okay? And I'm very happy that it's coming to the end, okay? Good. So, that doesn't mean that everyone is like this. So I could be in a year 9, and the Earth, example, could have been in a year 3. So I will do the reading of the personal year 9, that is applying to my being, and at the same time take a peek at the year the earth is in. And 3 is a year of expression. It's a social year, it's a happy year. So if I'm in the ending, I will still feel those vibrations, those frequencies. Get it? Okay. So the second point is understand the universal year, because it does have an impact on you too. Your personal year is where you are personally, but you are affected by the universal year too. Now the third point of reading here is the birth year. The birth year. Okay. Now I'm going to erase this, because I don't want to erase this. I don't want to get you lost. Okay? So stay with me, because this is very important. If you make a mistake, can you imagine making a mistake? So you think it's plus 25 degrees outside when it's minus 25? That's a huge mistake. So stay with me, please. I know I told you we are in 2016. But let's say we are in 2014, okay? 2014. I was born the 7th of February. And we are in 2014. Okay? Let's say 2014. Now, what do we have here? 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this adds to 16. So I would be here in the year 7. I would be in the year 7. Okay, so it's a spiritual year, it's a go within year. So what's so special about it? Okay, you got this part? So I'm going to erase the first 2 because we're working on the number 3. I was born 7th February 1960. That's my birth date. 7, 2, 7. 9, 10, 16. 16 is a 7. So 7 plus 2 plus 7 equals to 16, which is a 7. So we have an end result of a 7 and a 7 and a 7. So 1960 or 2014 is a 7. Get it? 7. So here we are. Birth year. Birth year. I was born this year. So when I read the interpretation of the year 7, which is an introspective year, and so on, like I told you, in my case, I have to go beyond that reading because I was born that year. So it's a rebirth, okay? So, rebirth. Rebirth. So when I read my year 7, I close my eyes and I visualize the year 1. Because it's a new beginning for me. There's a lot of opportunity. There's rebirth in my life. Okay, what happened in 2014? Because it's not too far away in my life. Well, guess what? I published 2 books within that year, my year 7. And the first book is 500 pages, 480 something, 500 pages. And the second book is 300 and something pages. How many people do you know that publish 2 books in 1 year? Okay. So in my case, it was a wonderful, very powerful year, 2014, because it was my year of birth. And see, it's very interesting when you begin to do a retrospective, you go back in years. Okay, what happened in my last year 5? Because the year 5 is the year of change. So you go back. But don't forget, it's very important because it can be very confusing, where you are within the year. Have you passed your birthday or not? Okay? I have people today telling me, but I don't know what's going on. I'm in my year 1 and nothing is happening. Then I do the analysis. Well, I'm sorry, but you're still in the year 9. What do you mean? I mean, we're May. You were born in July. You haven't passed your birthday yet. Oh, there you go. Of course. This is very important. Very, very important. Okay, so you got the 3 points of reading. First point, your personal year. Second point, the universal year, the earth year. And third point, your birth year, rebirth. Okay? I know this can be simple, but complex and complicated at the same time. So watch the video over and over and find out in what year you are. And then you can, like example, just put 5 years together so you know what's up ahead. And for you to know what they all mean individually, go to the link that is with this video. It takes you to my website, to all the interpretation of all the years. Okay? I hope you liked it. I hope you do this work because your life revolves around this. It's wonderful. Okay? I'm very happy and very privileged to be able to share this with you. I really am. And thank you so much for listening to me. And happy holidays. Bye-bye.